Hi, what's up, Clinton?
And Jerry.
Clinton and Jerry, welcome. Like Ben and Jerry, but we don't got the ice cream now.
That's right.
So one thing is very cool. My buddy Johnny, who's also a black belt.
Kowalski.
No, not Johnny Kowalski. Johnny Marigo.
Oh, okay.
He's a second-degree black belt. We used to train together in Kansas. He's also a professional fighter for Bellator.
Mm-hmm.
Really good buddy of mine. And he showed me this really cool, very sneaky, elusive takedown. Now, it's more applicable in gi, but you could probably pull it off in no gi if they're, depending on what kind of shirt. I mean, no gi meaning in a street fight, not in a tournament because you can't just grab their shirt. So this will be talking about if they have a jacket on, if they have a shirt on, and you know, it just you happen to find yourself in a situation where you can't run away or hide, or you're defending someone else, and you know, you never know. So in this case, because Jerry's wearing just a nice, easy shirt, you can still make it work. Mm-hmm. I can still grab this shirt here.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm not going to be grabbing it too tight, and I think in most cases you could make it work and maybe tear the shirt, maybe, but this is a kind of a cool way to think about it. So imagine we're wearing gis. We're talking about go back and forth between these two concepts: gi, jiu-jitsu, and then in a street fight, just back and forth. So one, in a gi, I just grab the gi. A lot of people in tournaments and whatnot, a lot of people are right-handed, and some are left, but most people do this. So we tap, we smack, and then we go here.
Oh,
This is the traditional grips.
Like that.
Right on the elbow, don't go under my elbow, yeah, and right on the sleeve. So we start to fight, back and forth. Now, Johnny Marigo, one of my good buddies, he's like, dude, this is how you trip people out. He showed me this as a purple belt, I think. And we go here.
So 1, 2,
and I go up.
Oh, that already kind of throws me for a loop.
Left hand. So this is look, y'all. I know if you do gi, if you train gi, or if you compete, this is trippy because a lot you think it's really that simple. I've seen black belts like, whoa, wait a second, because you're used to grabbing the right. So you go here, left, thumb up. The lower you go, you get caught in a wrist lock. You go thumb up. Now, if he's wearing a jacket, or if I cannot walk away, I mean, you could throw bam, a couple bombs. But let's just say I want to be nice and just like kind of like keep my head, protect my face and whatever. Let's turn this way actually. So protect my face and whatever. Like I'm just like here, you know, he's throwing hands, trying to punch me, and just like this.
Exactly.
And I'm just pushing and pushing,
and
then
like
pulling, and I'm pulling down, and all of a sudden, I kick the leg.
Oh, I see.
Kick the leg. It is so sneaky. It is so simple and so sneaky.
Wow.
It really is. So, let's just imagine you have a jacket on. I grab the jacket, and he's trying to like get this grip. And let's say we're talking about gi jiu-jitsu. He's trying to grab here, and or he's going over
like this,
and I'm just stiffing my shoulder. I'm pushing my shoulder forward, like you do if you're throwing a jab. Just shoulder forward. My thumb is up, and I don't want him to know. Here's this way a little bit. I don't want him to know that I want that leg. I don't want you to know that.
Yeah.
So I gotta be like goofing around a little bit.
So he's kind of comfortable.
Yeah.
He thinks it's like this.
Because this was explained to me when I was a purple belt or a blue belt. If you're rolling a tournament, if guys are standing here and they look really stiff, but they look like they know what they're doing, probably got a judo background. The moment they drop, probably got a wrestling background. Now that being said, you don't want them to think you're just standing up here, because he'll be like, oh, okay, this guy's probably a judo guy, and he just messed me up because he grabbed my left side, your right side, my left hand. Yeah. So you gotta mask it. You just be like, and you don't want to get too low because then he's gonna assume you're gonna shoot him for a single leg, right? So it's just here, just goofing off, trying to like, right when you grab this, right when I grab this, it messes people up. They're like, you see in the eyes, you're like, wait, hold up, shoot. And they freak out to try to get this grip. And then all of a sudden, 1, 2, and then the third time or the fourth, boom, you go for the leg, grab the pants.
Oh! And
I have this grip.
Yeah.
So all I gotta do is pull down and kick back.
And boom, I see.
So you pull down on the shirt, and you do a whole like big steering wheel.
Wow. Boom. Wow, that's so interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Have you done it to people
All the time.
where they reacted in a way that surprised you? Like they had a different. Oh, so
No.
you've
Even
always surprised
I've
people.
I've got away with this on a couple black belts too.
Wow.
Now I'm not gonna say who they were, but like it's pretty surprising. It really is. You know, it's so freaking simple.
Yeah.
So simple, right? We go here, boom, boom,
Yeah.
or step back,
Yeah.
and then hand fight a little bit,
Yeah.
and then boom.
Uh
Grab the shirt, grab the collar,
huh.
step, push, pull, kick the leg.
Yeah.
I have the leg, single leg.
Yeah.
I can make him hop,
Yeah.
or I can do a big steering wheel, boom, dump him.
Wow.
And it's a very simple thing to practice too with your whoever. But before you do that, you should probably work on your break fall.
Yeah.
Now,
Exactly.
with fighting, same thing, but you got to worry about getting hit in the face.
Yeah.
So you just here,
Yeah, that's true.
stiff arm,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He might be able to punch me in the ribs.
Yeah, maybe here. Maybe
But
here.
here,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Dude,
pull.
He has so much leverage.
I'm gonna pull.
Yeah.
I have my stiff arm. Pull, push.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, you know, he can make him hop,
Yeah.
or you know, whatever. I mean, there's a variation of things you can do, a bunch of stuff. But
Wow.
one of my favorite takedowns, super simple. I know a lot of people that don't like to drop to their knees for single or double legs. In judo, you know, sometimes it's hard to train good judo with people because of the mats or because of the people you're with might not be high-level judo practitioners. So this is one of the most simple takedowns. It's my favorite, actually. So put some respect on it.
Yeah, respect.
Do you have anything you want to...
No, I think it's really interesting, and I'm just thinking about when you have me here.
Yeah.
What? So normally people they're so surprised and they try to grab here.
All the time.
Like,
every single
Wow.
time.
Like nobody tries to do some kind
I
of.
mean,
like,
people could do that, but then go ahead.
So
So
so now I
you
see.
got the Russian tie. So basically, yeah. So let's again. This is a disclaimer. Almost every single time I've done this to somebody in a gi, even a black belt, they're still like, wait, what? Oh, the eyes open up like, oh shoot, because you got a different grip than what we train usually. It's very unorthodox.
Yeah.
So they might go over like Jerry was just talking about. Roundly go over.
Trying to wrap it or something.
Just go here.
Oh, so
Russian tie.
I give him a kimura grip basically.
And I could carry you.
I see.
My favorite is Kit does this. He goes instead of top side, he goes underneath.
Ooh, yeah, that's much more.
Which is really
stress,
bad on the
stress
bicep.
Position, yeah.
But and then that's a whole other thing is
Yeah.
you have go ahead and turn towards me slightly.
Like
So
this.
Russian tie into a drop.
Oh, I see.
So it's a little. I'm not gonna do that right now because we don't have the floor space. for it.
Yeah.
But that, again, that's a good question. Is what happens if they go over?
Yeah.
Well, you just drop and you can take the sleeve. So if he has a sleeve, go over. If he has a sleeve right here, shove the sleeve down into his pocket,
I see.
and then step, and he's already given me his back.
Look at his hip. Look at how.
Yeah.
Look at his hip.
My hips are real tight in.
Yeah.
I could just
Yeah. So,
drop and step back.
So now they're fighting. Now.
Yeah.
The other thought I had was if you grab me here, would someone try to take your back potentially? Would that be possible?
There's just so much control.
There's so much control.
There's so much
I see.
control.
So he wouldn't be able to kind of slide. I see.
No, it'd be like go ahead, drop.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah, so that's a good question though. That's a good question.
Yeah.
So if they were to start to drop like down a level to shoot in, I could just push and step back.
I see.
You know, like if you were a wrestler and you were gonna shoot in for a single leg,
I see.
you start to dive in.
Exactly.
I just push and step.
Yeah. You have because you already have the arm there.
And you're already at that point. At that point, if he is trying to commit to a single leg, I still have the grip. All I have to do is push him down to the ground.
Yeah.
And if you're on the mats, not on concrete, actually fighting, you could train doing a somersault of sorts, wrestling type of thing, over his back.
Yeah.
Push down, flip over. That's a little more dicey territory.
Yeah.
You have to like commit, and you know, you're gonna want to be more athletic to do that.
Yeah. Let's test the pressure point then. So do that again. Okay, that didn't work. So there should be a pressure point here.
Underneath.
Here.
Yeah. So it's not a pressure point necessarily, but it is a bundle of nerves.
It's a bundle. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah,
I
right
see.
there.
But it won't stop you, right?
No.
What if I gunting it?
You can go a little bit harder if you want.
So what if I hit you like this? No, you don't think so? Okay.
I mean, really, like, what we see, this is just a generalization, is like a lot of people wear shirts they grab onto.
Yeah.
Collared shirt, a suit jacket, a black jacket, emo jacket, I think I'm cool jacket.
Yeah.
A lot of jackets, whether you're in the desert or whatever, especially at night. So it's a generalization, you know, a lot of street fights end up at night.
Yeah.
You know, they really do. So if someone's wearing a jacket, you get the hold of that thing.
Yeah.
And you could punch, but you can hear you push.
You're literally like, because he's
I'm not even
stiff
really-
arming me, right? Every time, let's say I want to hit, you see that?
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is just to piggyback on this is a lot of information I'm tossing out, but like, again, I'm not a subject matter expert on all things fighting. This is a disclaimer. But as he begins to tense, which is a jiu-jitsu thing, is like being able to tell when someone gets tight and tense. They stop breathing, they restrict.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot of times to people who don't know how to fight, who throw punches.
Yeah.
So he's starting to get tight and tense.
So, I mean,
push him off.
usually they'll grab, right? So grab. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Like
And I got shoulder. I got a bunch of injuries, but this is really just a stiff arm through my hips. So my hips, my whole core, my glutes, my abs are engaged.
Yeah.
Right. I'm separated slightly to protect my face with my shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get all crazy, and I'm just bumping.
And something to keep in mind, you see, he's protecting himself with the shoulder because he's got me pushed here. I don't have any protection on this side.
So I could just really go for a hard cross.
Yeah, exactly. Boom. Yeah.
Or an upcut.
Boom, man.
Or a body shot, just a clean body shot. Bam.
That's so interesting. It's like just this one move takes away my defense on my right side. So I still have I could even potentially do this, but it prevents me from to protect
your
you
own
is
face.
so important.
And the thing to add on to that too is like in jiu-jitsu we talk about feet are your hands. So a lot of people, this again, just a realization that a lot of people who usually start fights don't actually fight.
That's
or are not real well trained.
Yeah.
That does make them dangerous though, because they watch UFC, they think they know what they're doing, and people are really bad.
Yeah.
But like he might not even realize his feet are or his feet are messed up.
Yeah.
So this is in my benefit.
Yeah. Exactly.
And let me point this out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. My heel and the arch of my foot, you can't see it, is coming up underneath his heel.
Yeah.
It's not me turning my whole body and trying to kick him out with my toes.
Yeah.
It's the arch of my foot. I'm scooping. It's like your hand and your arch essentially, right? Your hand, my hand is relative to my arch.
Yeah.
I'm scooping with my arch under his foot.
Yeah. See that?
So my toes are still facing that direction. Boom. Yeah, because if you try to move your toe, you might break a toe.
If he turns too much, then
I can. It's about circling too.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I could shove him back all the way to the wall. Be like, dude, I don't want to fight you.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight you. Chill out, bro.
Because I'm thinking, right?
Let me buy you a drink.
Especially if he's like this, I'm thinking I want to get my foot here.
Yeah.
I want to, because that way at least I'm partly nullifying his advantage.
Yeah.
So I want to get my foot to the outside of his foot. So like you said, there's gonna be a lot of circling, right?
Yeah. You want. I mean, circle out, and this is also to do with situational awareness also. But again, we're talking two different worlds. We're talking about jiu-jitsu on the mat in a tournament or training. We're also talking about striking in like potentially real life danger.
Yeah.
Like boom.
Yeah.
Hey man, chill out, bro. Chill out.
And then
Boom.
exactly.
Sweep the foot out, go for a sock. But you gotta be.
You gotta be careful.
You gotta be thinking about a lot. There's a lot. I mean, it's not telling you to do that, but.
Yeah.
But the more so using it in jiu-jitsu and using it in tournaments, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and you have so much control. As long as you don't let your thumb and your hand come down too far. Because that turns into a wrist lock.
Oh, I see.
You want to be up high.
So they can, if you're here, they can naturally just go in. I see.
So let's say and this is another thing to cover real quick. Just a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple seconds.
So let's say I'm just.
So he grabs here.
Okay.
So now, if he's too low, so step this way a little bit. So he's too low, right?
So I'm like here.
And you can even force it to be lower too. You could come up on top and push down.
Oh, I see.
And this actually does happen. Black belt level, people still get wrist locked from this specific thing.
So,
he wants to be high.
So I want to be
thumb up. Yeah, that's the control.
I see.
But if he comes down too low,
I actually grab, especially adrenaline's pumping, real life situation. I might not aim.
Yeah.
I might go.
Yeah.
Here.
So imagine you're gonna punch them, but you're not gonna punch him yet. You're gonna grab the shoulder.
Yeah, I want to go like this or something.
So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go over. If his knuckles are up, I want to go over here.
Oh yeah.
But if it's straight on, which is very common in jiu-jitsu, same thing though. I'm gonna grab the meat of the hand. I'm gonna grab the elbow.
Oh, look at that! Already, it's a stress position.
I'm gonna turn in and then push down.
Oh, so it's that kind of okay.
Yeah,
it's that type of.
You're pushing down. You're going to be on top with your chest and pushing down into the wrist.
Wow.
Yeah, this happened to me as a brown belt.
You were fighting someone. And
my buddy. We're actually good buddies. He actually caught me. It was hard. It was quick. It was fast. It was dirty, and he got me. So just one more time. So he goes in, boom, over, grab the meat. I have to grab the meat.
Yeah.
Turn, grab the elbow,
Yeah, look at that.
and start to sink into it. You
Yeah.
got it?
Yeah, yeah.
Tap when you feel it.
Yeah.
Tap when you feel
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Tap.
Tap that. Yeah. That's because the thing is, like, we're used to this type of wrist lock, but this type of wrist lock, you've seen it in Seagal movies, but he's demonstrating in jiu-jitsu how you can do that kind of wrist lock. Woo! Yeah. I'm not used to that
You got
motion.
you got a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real. It works.
Yeah,
Wrist locks do work. They really do. I mean, there's a lot of jokes out there, and some people don't have them in their toolbox. Yeah. But I mean, they work. They definitely
I think the joke is because, you know, in a lot of the Seagal movies, he's flipping. It's like the Aikido thing. He's flipping people. He's putting two hands on one and flipping them.
And
right?
people are jumping.
So,
because...
but look at what he's doing. He's using his whole body leverage to mess up your wrist. That's the difference.
I mean, you got like over 20 bones in the wrist. You break a bunch of those things, and you know they can't fight. They're not as It's not as easy to punch. So, hey, I appreciate y'all. Please make sure you subscribe. Jared, give a shout out to yourself.
Oh, yeah, fight commentary breakdowns or fight commentary BJJ. He's on my channel a lot. Like, this is Clinton Harris BJJ.
Love y'all. Subscribe or else.